The real answer is I always believed, to be honest. Like it sounds unrealistic, but every kid grows up with a dream, right? Like, oh, I want to play in the NFL. And obviously, right, like it sounds silly coming from me now, but there was a time in my life where I was like, I think I might be able to make it. I was a pretty dang good athlete. And I've had people tell me, like, Corey, you were actually the best athlete I had ever met, and if you would only have been 3 inches taller, if you would have only been, 5'10", and I always say, like, yeah, but then I wouldn't have like the quickness or the, same attributes, but they would tell me, like, you could do it. Now, our dad, um, he's probably in the chat right now, was a world-class soccer player, right?
Wow.
Like legit in Egypt, okay? Played for like the country's national team at some level, okay? And that came very natural to me. I mean, whatever sport I played when I was young, I picked it up like this. And so when I felt the call in my heart to bring Ahmed from Egypt and let him play football, there was a part of me that said maybe he could be that guy, right? Because if what held me back was my height, right? And he's 6 something, he's got everything that they look for at that side, right? Like if the intangibles are the same, if the athleticism is the same, if his drive and his resiliency and all those things, his grit are the same as what I had, I always played with a chip on my shoulder to prove to people that the little kid can do it. I was 4'10" my freshman year, right? And I went to Servite, a prep school. By the end of that year, the last game I had like 80 yards rushing and a touchdown, and the head coach came to me and said, I should have started you, way back when. He overlooked me. So that part of me that wanted to prove people wrong was always there. And I knew that if Ahmed had that, he could make it. I knew he could make it. And I always believed. I told him, like, I'm going to be tough on you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to, beat around the bush. It is extremely difficult, almost impossible for you to make it. But is it impossible? No, right? And if you don't believe yourself, then who's going to? Right? Who if you're not the person who believes you can achieve it, then there's not going to be anybody else who's going to believe. So I was the person who was constantly standing behind him and in his corner and saying, it's going to take a lot of work, but I do believe in you, bro, and I do believe you have a calling and a bit greater purpose. And did I know it was going to lead to the NFL? Did I know for sure that it was going to be a Division I scholarship? Of course not. I mean, how could you, right?